The Bible tells us when a man builds a house, he should dedicate it. He should what? He said, if they want to go to war in Israel, they will say, is there anyone who has built a house and has not dedicated it? Anyone who has built a house, let him go and dedicate it, lest he dies and somebody else claims the house. Hello? When you've not dedicated your child according to the ordinances of God, another altar can claim that child and begin to, the child is with you in the flesh, but another altar is making claims. It's like you bought a car, but you've not registered it before it was stolen. Hello? You bought a car. You've not registered it in your name. You just drove it out of the car garage where you bought it. It was hijacked. So it was registered in another name. It's more difficult to trace, isn't it? So dedication is part of your registering that child. Registering that child to the prophecy of your family. Registering that child is part of fulfilling the righteousness of God. So you want to, the enemy can make claims. So if you don't dedicate on the 8th day, another altar in the land, another altar where the child was born. There are territorial altars. Somebody say territorial altars. Territorial altars where you were born that can make claims on your life. If your parents did not dedicate you, they say, oh, free lunch, free child. They hijack. They begin to impose their own ways. Give the child a wife. Give the child guide. Do you know how many children from Christian homes who are living so opposite of the values of their family? Hello? How do you explain that? Do you know how many children who their parents are in church right now, their children are somewhere else? How do you explain that? Because there were doors that were not shut, that the enemy came through. My poor parents showed lack of knowledge. There were doors that we did not close, that the enemy came through and said, no, but we dedicated you. Let me tell you this. I was going to preach in one state called Delta State in Nigeria. Delta State was broken out of another state called Pstr State. You know a province? Like Gauteng was broken out of another province, after 94. So this particular state called Delta State used to be a part of another state in Nigeria called Pstr State. So they carved it out and became a new state. So I was going to preach there, and the Lord said to me, the state you are going to preach right now, when this state was birthed, was created as a new state, my church was blind. My church was not the ones that dedicated this state. It was the oracles of the kingdom of darkness. It was them in the kingdom of darkness that raised up a sacrifice to dedicate this state. I want to ask a question. When Gauteng was carved out as a state, as a province, where was the church to dedicate it? You don't know you dedicate a nation? You don't know you dedicate cities? You don't know you dedicate provinces? You don't know? Oh, but you dedicate your own car. You dedicate your own house. You don't think a city could be dedicated. You don't know a nation can be dedicated. You don't know tribes are dedicated. You don't know institutions are dedicated. The school your children go to was dedicated. To who? It's a principle that runs through everything. And whatever is dedicated to controls it, owns it.